Honourable Prime Minister.
Assistant Speaker, let me firstly commend the member for Kokopo for taking up the chair in the front, depicting that we as members of Parliament are here, firstly, in the first instance, to debate laws and pass laws that are good for our country. Before I make my comment in support to these bills, let me also appreciate our guests in our Parliament chambers, the public gallery rather, our friends from Indonesia, our Wantoks from Bougainville, our Wantok from Palau, and of course Wantoks from Indonesia who are here. I sincerely appreciate their presence also. Assistant Speaker, this is a good law. We have come far in the last 48 years. Laws are there to assist expeditious delivery of services to our people who deserve those services. Our city and our towns are catchment area of Papua New Guineans who are moving in droves into these service centers, into these towns, and into our four major cities. And the member for Kokopo, and the governor for, and also governor for Marape and governor for Western Highlands must be commended for their foresight in allowing for them to part way with resources that was earlier collected and funneled or distributed through the provincial government system. Now they're empowering the city municipal authority to ensure it is resourced at the quickest, at the very earliest, to attend to functions, responsibilities, and needs that is before them to make our cities livable, clean, safe, and is functioning to service our people. So a lot of commendations to the great support by the four governors or three governors. I want to also take this time to inform the country. Our government has the full support, to this reform that is coming before us. We would have done it, but Honourable Member of Parliament from an electorate concerned wanted to drive this. It is within his rights, and so we allowed the due process to take course and for him to bring it before us, getting the whole of government to support. I am happy that members in the opposite indicating bipartisan support to this one. When the cities are empowered, especially the city authorities are empowered, they make our job much, much easier. All you have to do today is look at the success story of the nation's capital district, or the success story of Leh City under our Deputy Prime Minister's leadership and partnership with the previous governor and present governor. It is working. And as Albert Einstein once did remind us, doing the same thing, expecting different result, but does not happen, then it is insanity. We have to look into all our laws that has carried us and make change for the better so that these changes facilitated service delivery. This one comes at no cost to the national government, but we're just rearranging law to unbundle resources at the very earliest where our people are. Considering the advice or the recommendations put forward by the Western Highlands Governor on looking at the IRC functions, roles and responsibility, let me assure the Governor and all governors the conversation on functional clarity and devolution of power. We will look into what we have already under the organic law on provincial and local level government, but additional, similar to this one, will be looked at so that you are raising funds and you are raising taxes, you are raising fees and fines to ensure you are resourced to attend to matters that you can be attending to at the provincial government or at the lower level governments, including the city authority. So in this instance, in case anyone feels why is a private member bringing a very important bill, I just want to assure this House, the whole of government has support for this bill. The member concerned wanted to drive it. We gave full support to him and to the people of Kokopo, to the people of Hagen, and to the people of Leh, those who have been living, especially the indigenous people of these three important towns or cities in our country. I want to thank you very much for your warm hospitality. You have been hospitable, just like the Motu TVWANs here in the nation's capital. You have been hospitable. We look into these structures to ensure that these local city authorities also embrace not just those who have flocked in for services and are working in those cities, but also give respect to the people who were indigenous landowners of those precincts or those cities where the expansion is taking place. And this is a work in progress in the right direction, empowering governments and sub-national government agencies closest to our people. I commend this bill to the entire House to give support. Thank you, Mrs. President Speaker.